You're listening to Hotep-ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent ish talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? We are here. Talking that good old shit. You know how we get down. Hotep-ish. Intelligent-ish talk? Definitely intelligent shit talk. I don't use that name Hotep-ish enough. I trademarked that name. I go back. I'm a Gemini. I be going back and forth on shit. I like it because it's like, I like trolling people. You know what I mean? And I like trolling those people. People that call black folks at the end of our history and into who we are, into what we do. They like calling us Hoteps. And I thoroughly enjoy trolling those people because These are people, the people who call us that are in our history, into what we do. The people that call us Hoteps, these is people that, told us Hillary Clinton was going to win. They said, Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a great Supreme Court justice. And, all kind of shit that's bad for black people, They told us to vote for Joe Biden. You're not going to vote for Joe Biden? Were you a Hotep? Well, shit, all right then. I'm going to embrace that term. I'm like, I treat it the way a lot of black folks treat the word nigga. Like, okay, you wanna use it against me as if it's an issue? Okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna embrace it, and I'm gonna troll you with it, cause you suck. Everything you said we should do, we done did. We done got screwed over for it. You still talking about, we're going back to the polls in November. We're gonna fix it. All right. I'm just a Hotep then. All right. That's what it is. Cool. Let's see how this works out for ya. Anyway, we here trying to get some things settled out on my end. I can't see the chat room yet. I don't know why I can't see the chat room, but I can't. So I'm trying to get that fixed out so I can read what y'all talking about. So I know somebody in the chat room in there talking shit. I know it. I know how you niggas get down. So hold on one second. Will this work? I really want to see what y'all talking about. I know y'all ain't talking about shit, but I want to see it. Let me get some of my right. Let me fix my music real quick. Maybe if I fix my music, things will be right. There we go. There we go. We are here. Card of the week. The Six of Diamonds. What's up, Big Sky? What's up, Quan? I see y'all now. What's up, 100% Rotten Podcast? Butter Love, Boss of Queenie. What's up, Star? There we go. I see y'all now. Yeah, so we reading the card of the week. And we're going to talk about some things going on. Salute to the people going up to the Power 106 pull-up later on today. I want to go, but man, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to make it happen. Anyway, we here, and we're gonna talk about some things that's going on this week, and we're gonna get into that. And if you want me to give you a short reading, I will. Cash apps, of course, get first priority. Cash apps on the bottom of the screen, those get first priority. And for your personal private reading, I have 3 tiers. At Breakthrough, well, really 4 tiers. I have the first tier where just a short mini reading, about 20 minutes. Get you going for about 4. That's good enough for if you want to see what's going on for the week. If you have one particular question you want to ask, that's a good one. Got the tier 2, the half reading. That one goes about 40 minutes or so, 30, 40 minutes. And that's for more detail. That's better for like what's going on in your 7-year short-term future. And then we got the full reading. And then we also have a 3 reading package, all available at breakthroughas.org. Yeah. Peace to everyone in here. So, the card of the week is the 6 of Diamonds. And when I'm doing a reading for somebody or something, you read the full spread as to what's going on. Every individual, every person out there, every situation when you read a card has a full spread to it. It's not It's one of those things where it's like, y'all know how it is for those of you into astrology. You got your sun sign, you got your moon sign, you got your ascendants and descendants and all that stuff. All that stuff that's still confusing to me because astrology, man. Salute to all the astrologers out there. I got a fundamental understanding of astrology, but when you start getting into certain levels of it, the nodes and all that stuff, that's when I'll be like, all right, what y'all talking about? It's like I could do it, but man, I'll be looking at some of those astrologers. I'll be like, man, salute to your memory. Salute to your memory. Oh yeah, sorry you inboxed me. Aquarius was. I gotta go back and watch what Aquarius said on Brother Richard's channel. Aquarius is my teacher. She's hella cool too. Anytime I got a question, email. Cause I started learning this stuff from the books. And the books, you know, it's good to have books and YouTube videos to go ahead and find things and reading the books, but it's always good to have a direct teacher you can go to and ask specific questions to. So salute to Aquarius. Salute to Aquarius Maximus. Anyway, let's get into it on this Six of Diamonds week. The sixes, I remember when we're dealing with the sixes, we're dealing with karma, responsibility, accountability, psychic intelligence, straightforwardness. People who are sixes, especially Six of Diamonds, are very straightforward, honest. On the low side, when we're dealing with sixes, we're dealing with combative, vengefulness, procrastination, dominating, unforgiving. Those are some of the key words when we're dealing with sixes. I remember when we're doing cardology, it's a combination of astrology, numerology that goes into these cards. So for those of you who are into numerology and understand the numbers 1 through 9, those values to those numbers apply to the cards too. And each card, when we're dealing with the suites, all of the suites, it tells you what you're dealing with in regards to the suite. You know, when you're dealing with the hearts, you're dealing with emotions, childhood, you know, relationships, all that good stuff. That's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with the heart. When you're dealing with a club, you're dealing with communication, youthfulness, more like your teen years. Remember that teen spirit. You're dealing with people who look at the details of things. You're dealing with the mind when you're dealing with the clubs. When you're dealing with diamonds, you're dealing with harvest. That's the fall of the year. We're dealing with what you reap, what you sow. Think of it like planting, like a farm. Whatever you sowed is what you're gonna reap. You're dealing with the physical. You're dealing with what's going on here on Earth, the earthly things. And we're dealing with the spades. You're dealing with that esoteric information, that spirituality. You're dealing with wisdom. You know, you're dealing with you're dealing with people who are workaholics. So when you combine the suite with the number, that's how you start really breaking down what the values of these cards are. All right? I think my music too low. Let me turn my music up a little bit. Here we go. So, oh yeah, shouts out to Jayla, our official sponsor. lightthemood.com. Get them candles, y'all. Get them candles. She was in La Russell's most recent IG video. Salute to Jayla. Weed smoke 22. Telling y'all right now, these candles smell great. They don't smell good. They smell great. And for those of you who are into candle magic and that kind of stuff, yes, hit her for those too. Hit her up for those too. All right, cool. So we're dealing with the Six of Diamonds week. Six of Diamonds, that's a card of solid values. Karmic get back. So this is a week that you're starting to see that you're seeing a lot of karma happen. You know, a lot of equating, you know, balancing scales. You know, we had that Power 106 pull up on Sunday, and another one today. Karma. That particular radio station has been downright Nazi-ist towards Black America, playing our music and while economically strangling us out of high-paying good positions when it comes to our music. You're seeing people pull up now and talk about justice. You know, it's a karmic week. It's a lot of things. You know, what you sow, you reap. You know, you see it happening here. It's no coincidence. This is the week that Trump's house got raided. It's no coincidence. You know, it's certain things he was doing out there, and I don't want to get too deep into it because you know me. This is white on white crime. I don't play sides. You know, the government play games. Everybody play a little bit of games, but you start to see some of these games, you know, come out this week. You know, it's not about what side of the fence you stand on. It's about seeing the picture and the play that's being made right in front of you. You're seeing inflation start to slow down this week. You're starting to see, you're seeing certain things going on this week energetically that's in alignment with, you know, certain levels of karmic justice. You know, you about to start seeing some more justice when these goddamn stocks tumble coming up. You're about to start seeing coming up, especially as we get into the late summer, into the fall. You're about to start seeing some real, how can I say this? Some real changes. Like, we're dealing in a time of karma and overall in the spread for the country. So when you're dealing with weeks that deal with that, you sort of see those things go into hyperdrive. And when we deal with challenges, when I'm reading Cardology, when I'm seeing a person's challenges and what the results are going to be, I read these two cards, the Pluto card and the result. When I do readings, I read in pairs because, you know, the Venus shows, you know, is what's being presented for the Mars to challenge. The Jupiter is the challenge to what's going on oftentimes, and that Saturn is a reward. And so, well, I'll set it all backwards. The Mercury to Venus, the Mars to Jupiter, and the Saturn to Uranus. I got to stop saying Uranus because every time I say Uranus, I laugh. But when I get to the Pluto to the result, that's telling me the challenges that are going to be going around and what's the result of those challenges. So we're going to read that Five of Hearts. What does that Five of Hearts say the challenge of this week is going to be? What we see here is, okay, when that Five of Hearts, because that Five of Hearts can represent change. Because, you know, 5 is the middle number. Fives can go one way or the other. You can go hot and cold. So anytime we're dealing with a 5, we're dealing with instability off top. And when we're dealing with the heart, we're dealing with emotions. And we're dealing with those type things, that type of energy. So the downside to this week is some things that people may hope for, especially, you may or may not get it. It really depends on the karma. It really depends on what you sow. Again, going back to 6 of Diamonds, what you reap what you sow. This 5 of Hearts telling me you're going to reap the benefits of what you sown in, or you're going to reap the punishment of what you've sown. And we're seeing that right now with Trump. Right now, Trump is dealing with the punishment of certain things that he did that was illegal to the country. It's also a card of relentlessness. So if you're relentless in what you want, you often can get the positive result of the things that you want. So when you're dealing with that 5 of Hearts, you're dealing with something that's, you're also dealing with relentlessness. It's also a card that can signify an ending of a difficult relationship. So those are some things. And right now, what we see going on in this country is a lot of things are coming to an end. Things that this country is held dear on to. It's happening slowly. And I'm going to get into that a little bit when I read more of the projection for what's going on in the country. So now read the result, 3 of Clubs. What's that? What does that mean? What are these challenges that are being presented? What does that mean? That's one of those things where it's saying in order to solve whatever issues are going on, you got to get quiet and get creative. You got to get real. I mean, this is the time for creativity. So for those of you out there that are having something going on in your mind where, it feels like roadblocks are going on. It feels like things are in the way, and you're a little emotionally, you may be a little drained and not knowing which way to go. This 3 of Clubs is also telling me it's time to sit back and figure out what's going on through getting quiet. You got to get quiet. Let me say that again. You got to get quiet and really find out what it is going on. You dig? I'm gonna show you one more thing, and also with that 3 of Clubs. Let me see here. 3 of Clubs is also the card of war. So the result on the low vibration of a lot of this instability is war. Maybe that's why when they had that pull up, you saw the confrontation when that Latino lady hit the black man that was protecting the protest rally. Anytime I see that 3 of Clubs, I'm also know that, if things go wrong, you could also be dealing with a lot of confrontation. So that's something to watch out for. And that's something to watch out for those on the pull-up. And another reason why that's something to watch out for is also because today is a 3 of Diamonds day. So the combination of, like when I read cards, let me pull that up. Bear with me, folks. Let me pull that up because today's a 3 of Diamonds day. What's today? August 10th. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to get into reading some of y'all. Star, you're going to be first. Let's see here. I don't want this thing to freeze now. Come on. I'm trying to pull up the spread for you, but I don't want my computer to freeze. I have a lot of shit going on right now. And this shit's taking forever. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I want y'all to see this. This is a 3 of diamonds. And that's today. And those of you who listen to these shows faithfully, you've seen me cover the 3 of diamonds already. 3 of diamonds is a card of conflict. 3 of diamonds is a card of bipolar. That's a card of, it was just all good 5 minutes ago. Y'all know how it is when you be in a situation or you're around somebody and that person just kind of flip. You know, that happens all the time with 3 of diamonds people and 3 of diamonds situations. So as a cardologist, when I read the situation and I sort of combine everything together, I'm reading here. I'm reading on one end values and justice, 6 of diamonds. I'm reading a result that could possibly mean war. And war doesn't just mean dropping Scud missiles. War could be rhetorically, verbally. You see what's been going on Twitter all week. For those of you in Twitter spaces, what's been happening all week to show you how accurate these cards are. Just last week, it was cool. Then this week, Twitter spaces have been war. People really going at each other's necks. You see what's going on out there in society. This week has been a lot of conflict. But conflict is a necessary thing on the journey to peace and balance, because the 6 of diamonds is all about balance and all about getting things straight. So in order to get things straight, oftentimes there has to be some sort of a war, whether that be physically or rhetorically. You dig what I'm saying? And so when I see today is a 3 of diamonds day, that means, okay. And the result is King of Hearts. That's a king of emotions. That's a king of feeling. The lesson for today is a king of diamonds. That's a card of business. So yeah, today can be a combustible day. Or on the high side, it can look like it's on the edge of combustion and then it settles out. That's also a thing with the 3 of diamonds. See, the 3 of diamonds ain't as combustible as, say, a 7 of diamonds. And you see that 7 of diamonds is in Mars. When you come across people who are 7 of diamonds and 7 of hearts, you don't want to fight them. 7 of diamonds people and really 7 of hearts. 7 of hearts is one of those. That's when you see a 7 of hearts, when it comes time for war, when it comes time to get dirty, them 7 of hearts are all the way about it, and they won't stop. And the same thing with the 5s. Fives. See, a 5 will rip your eyeball out. A 7 will shoot you, and a 9 will shoot you, take a picture of it, put it on Instagram, tell everybody I shot you, and then shoot you again. 3 of diamond, however, threes are them people that be huffing and puffing, talking all kind of shit, but they ain't gonna really do nothing. And they'll probably get their ass beat if they tried. That's nothing with 3 of diamonds. It can go wrong and it can flip. But usually when it flips into a lot of rhetoric. 3 of diamonds, Donald Trump. Donald Trump's personal card is a 3 of diamonds. So you see a lot what's going on with him this week. In the week of karmic justice, Trump, the 3 of diamonds, for all of the war that he likes to start with his rhetoric, is facing a consequence. See, cards tell a whole story. You just got to read them and listen to the story. You got to read them and listen. See, people out there, the reason why I can charge what I charge for my cardology is because everyone can learn to read cards. This is not it's a detailed science, but if you're willing to stick to it long enough, you can figure it out. But it's also interpreting the story the cards are trying to tell you. And that interpretation comes from another realm. It speaks through you. That interpretation speaks through you. So when I see this, that my caution to the people who go up to the pull-up out there in Power 106, there may be a lot of huffing and puffing and rhetoric going on out there. But with it being a 3 of diamonds, it don't mean they gonna follow through with it. It might look a certain way, like it could get blown up. It might get contentious, but ain't nobody gonna do nothing. But it can be a major war of words and rhetoric when I see that. Just like what we're seeing right now with Trump. We're seeing a major war of words go on right now. You did? So this is something to pay attention to as we go throughout the week. Tomorrow's going to be a 2 of diamonds day. And let me see what suite we're going. Then it's going to be an ace of diamonds. And let me pull my calendar out. Damn it, I just lost the calendar. Cause I have a. Damn it! Don't you hate when your phone when something come up and. God damn it! Where's my calendar? See, I don't be knowing the dates. I don't know all these dates off the top of my head when it comes to. It's 365 days a year. I do not remember each particular card date. I have to pull out my calendar. But the card date is the same day every year. I see someone ask me what you want to know, your birthday, your card you are. I'm gonna have those. I'm gonna have a card calendar up on my website. Hopefully by the end of the month. But you just tell me your birthday and I can show you. But I'm gonna put that card calendar up on my Breakthrough website. I'm adding some of the cardology stuff to it right now as we speak. Oh, okay. So starting Saturday, Saturday's my day. Shit. King of Clubs. That's my card. Dewan Brown, the King of Clubs. If you ever wonder why I'm such a good speaker, look up that card, the King of Clubs. That is my natural thing. Okay, so the age and clubs are mental, so we're going to go into more of a mental state, mental warfare. It's going to be a lot of mental warfare going up starting next week. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is what's going on this week. And let me see what's going on more with this 6 of diamonds. Yeah, it's really about the balancing of these scales, man. It's really about the balancing of these scales. And remember, when you're balancing scales, sometimes those things must be done. You know, again, we're dealing with the result right here of a 3 of clubs. You know, on the low vibration, like I said before, everything has a high vibration and a low vibration. On the low vibration, that 3 of clubs can mean all my friends know the low rider. What's the name of that group that made that song? War. And tomorrow is a 2 of diamonds day. 2 of diamonds can oftentimes be very fortunate. But you got to watch out. 2 of diamonds is the card of business partnerships. So if you have a business, for anyone out there who may have a business partnership tomorrow with someone, tomorrow might be a good day to discuss details on how to move that business forward. If there's any kind of a talk that you want to have with your business partners that you've been thinking about having, for those of you that are in business, tomorrow is going to be a very good day for that, because tomorrow's a Two of Diamonds day, and that's a card of that's a card of business acumen and business partnership. So again, for those of you out there who are in business, tomorrow will be a great day to talk to, either if you own a business, talk to your management staff, get clear in communication. If you got a partner in business, or if you thinking about doing some business, tomorrow's a good day to have that kind of conversation, because psychically it's going to be in the air. So yeah, so I'm going to start reading some of y'all cards. Okay, so for the first one, we have 1/4/1983. Oh, that's a 10 of spades. I love when I see that 10 of spades. That 10 of spades is that card of success. Like, when I read a spread, if I see a 10 of spades in somebody's year, if I see a 10 of spades come up, and here we go. Here's the spread for the January 4th. Make sure that birthday is right. When I see that 10 of spades, I know that I'm dealing with, you know, and when I'm dealing with that in my yearly, in someone's yearly spread, if I see that behind a difficult time, I'm like, okay, whatever you end up going through, you're gonna have success with it, because that 10 of spades, it's like, as a 10 of spades person, you got to know without a shadow of a doubt, whatever you dedicate yourself to, no matter how hard it may seem when it's perceived, you have to know that you're going to win. You have to know that without a shadow of a doubt. When I'm looking at it, so let me go a little deeper into the 10 of spades person. See, the thing you got to watch out for as a 10 of spades is having like a casual attitude towards what you do, sort of approaching it with a blase point of view. When you like blase towards it, that's getting in the way of your own success. You want to approach whatever you're doing with excitement, approach it with vigor, approach it with, you know, with everything that you have, because when you do that, you're going to win. You have a very creative card. Confidence is built within you. So a lot of times people deal with lack of confidence or certain things. A 10 of spades is only going to go so low as far as lack of confidence. When your confidence, when you're not feeling your best, you're not going to get as low as someone say, hey, maybe a 3 of hearts. They'll get really down on themselves. But 10 of spades, you'll get down on yourself, but you bend towards success. So you're not going to get too down on yourself. But like I said before, your biggest thing is don't get blase with it, because blase, you know, whatever attitude, that attitude will be the thing that stops you from being successful. Innovative. You appreciate family. And you have an inner drive too. Like, you're, as a 10 of spades, you could be a workaholic. As a 10 of spades, you can be somebody who, yeah, like, ain't too many people gonna outwork a 10 of spades. Not happening, Captain. No sirree. Sometimes I'm pretty sure you may feel that the work is exhausting, it may be too much, but really, you get a lot of satisfaction out of putting in work. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do this forever, But, you know, that also goes into your 10 of spades, your ability to win, and the reason why you do win. Also, let me see, the birthday is January 4th. The biggest challenge for you as a 10 of spades is awareness or lack thereof. Sometimes you can just go into a situation not really aware of your surroundings. You want to make sure that you stay aware. And it ain't that many 10 of spades people, because it's such a successful card. It's only 2 birthdays with a 10 of spades. January 4th and February 2nd. You work as a 10 of spades in January, you work well behind the scenes. Like, you get a lot of shit done outside the spotlight. You're the kind of person that you want to, you're the kind of person that a person that's out front, people that are out front need 10 of spades people in their life. Because at 10 of spades, the person that's out front is going to, you know, be whoop-de-wamping and yip-yapping and jaw-jacking. But it's that 10 of spades working behind the scenes that be passing along. Ooh, this card is reading you. Because I'm going to tell you something about this 10 of spades person that sent me this request. She be inboxing me all kind of news. I be like, yo, I didn't even know that. This is funny. It's funny. The person that's the 10 of spades person that's who's only who hit me up. She really do be in my Instagram like, hey D, you see this? And I be like, yo, and every time she do it, I be like, thanks. This is funny. I've never actually read a 10 of spades person. I'm familiar with the 10 of spades card, but this is my first time actually reading a 10 of spades person because, like I said, it's only 2 birthdays out of the year. Yeah. So that's 10 of spades. What's up? What's up, Mama Zeke? I appreciate that. She said, book my session. Yes. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, so, these 6, yeah, you say your mom's birthday is January 4th? I'm sure your mom got a positive influence. I'm pretty sure your mom is very dependable. And when your mom want the information, when she want the scoopty-doop, whoop-de-whoop, she gets it, don't she? I love these cards. Oh, and also, like I said, I do read relationships. You know, if you book me for a reading. Not only can I read romantic relationships, I can also read relationships with business partners, friends. If you got a friend that, you know, ain't acting right, something is weird, and you want to get, and they're not talking to you, and you want to get a read on the situation, hit me up. Hit me up. When I see, here's the cold part about reading relationships. I can read what the relationship is. I can read where the relationship is going to falter or has faltered, and I can read possibly who is responsible for the fracture in the relationship. The cards tell all this shit, y'all. They really do. All right, cool. So next up, we have March 14th. 3/14/1988. Let me make sure I got that right. Oh, 9 of diamonds. Oh, I'm glad 9 of diamonds came up. This isn't. Let me say something about the 9 of diamonds. It's and this isn't. I'm gonna start just talking about the 9 of diamonds in general, and then I'll get to you in particular. What day did y'all see that major accident in LA last week? That big accident that happened? Did y'all see that? That accident happened. I appreciate that, Butter Love. Hey, what's up, Aries? Ben Frank, what's up to y'all? Oh, the cards are spot on. I appreciate that, Star. Yeah, because I'm telling y'all, this let me see here. Let me see something. It was funny when I read that about your card because it was like a detective. I was like, man, you really do be having my back for real, for real. Like, I did not know that was going on in the news. Thank you. I'm saying I lost my. Let me see here. Here we go. Here we go. Well, 9 of diamonds. Did y'all see that accident that happened? Well, that accident was right down the street from like I passed the intersection out. Like I moved. That's the area I lived in. You know, my late teen years all the way through my early. You know, for a long time. You know, it's the neighborhood my parents live in. And that accident happened like within an earshot of my parents. And one of my neighbors was actually in that intersection when the accident happened. But they were a few cars back. So they saw the whole thing go down. So it's like, you know, salute, and my heart goes out to the people over there. I've been by that intersection at least 15 times since it happened because hell, anytime I'm going to go, that's my stomping grounds. So anytime I gotta do something within Black LA, I gotta pass that intersection, and it's, you know, it's real sad what went on. But when I'm reading cards, that accident happened on a 9 of diamonds day. See, when you do readings, you can read situations and you can read people, and you kind of read them slightly different. But that accident happened on the 9 of day. But the 9 of day, do you know the card of car issues and car accidents? 9 of diamonds. The 9 of diamonds is literally the card of driving problems, issues with driving. And oftentimes you see on 9 of diamonds days, you do see that's a day that it's like almost like car accidents are increased. You see it on those 9 of diamonds days and it was just crazy. So when I saw that accident happen, and I was like, damn, I looked at my calendar. I was like, shit, 9 of diamonds day. Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things. But the 9 of diamonds. But now let's get into a reading as a 9 of diamonds person. The 9 of diamonds represents also fulfillment in values or disappointment in values. As a 9 of diamonds, you know, values are, you know, extreme. So you want to make sure as a 9 of diamonds that you stay in pocket with your morals. You want to stay in alignment with your character. Have strong character. Because that's where your blessings are as a 9 of diamonds. People who are 9 of diamonds and choose a shady route, they get it. They reap karmic rewards on the highest level. So you want to stay away from doing shady business as a 9 of diamonds. That shit will come back to you. On the high side of 9 of diamonds, you're compassionate. You're giving. You're very sympathetic. You're also a sage, very wise when you in your right pocket, and you can be very, very, very forgiving. Very forgiving. But when you in a bad mood, you can be stingy. You can be hella cold-hearted. Cold-blooded. Holy smokes and gee whiz. Salute to Rick James. You know, that's a card of, you know, that on the bad side, it can be fearful, it can be depressing. So if you're feeling fearful as a 9 of diamonds, you want to know that you're not at your best. As a 9 of diamonds, you're here to let go. You know, whatever issues you have, letting go can be a hard thing to do. It can be a hard thing to do because as a 9 of diamonds, people who incarnate under that card usually have heavy karma from previous lifetimes. And yes, in cardology, we can read your pure spread, and that spread tells me what sort of karmic things you come to this lifetime with. I generally don't do those readings because I'm more about, how we gonna move forward. But we can read some things that went in the past with the cards. And a lot of that, reason why I brought that up because when I'm reading a Nine of Diamonds, I know I'm reading someone with heavy karmic debt, either positive or negative. And that's why, like, when I read a Nine of Diamonds, you're not weak at all. Every Nine of Diamonds is tough. They can deal with some shit. Like, as a Nine of Diamonds, I'm already knowing you got some bullshit thrown your way this lifetime. And you've taken it. And you've worked through it. And you always come out of the other side of it. You may have a few bumps and bruises, but you come through and you win. That's why, remember I said earlier about the Three of Diamonds? Three of Diamonds is going to run their mouth and talk a little shit, but they ain't going to really do nothing. Nine of Diamonds? Don't fuck with them. And you're a female Nine of Diamonds, so a woman Nine of Diamonds, usually they even have more to deal with than male Nine of Diamonds. Usually the women have a lot they have to deal with. So these people like you ain't somebody that people want to mess with because you've gone through too much, you've seen through too much, and can't nothing nobody gonna do is gonna mess you up and get you off your square. You ready for them? Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing I can say about you as a Nine of Diamonds. You tough. And so whenever you're dealing with more challenges as you move forward, know that you have the toughness to work yourself through it. We got Larry in the chat room. Larry talking some read these. Larry is a Jack of Diamonds, so y'all see why Larry Goodwell's a dickhead. The United States is a Jack of Diamonds country. Larry's a Jack of Diamond person card. And that's why he a jive jackass ass nigga. Anytime you run across a Jack of Diamonds, you're dealing with somebody who's youthful, somebody who play too much, somebody who say one thing, but they ain't tough enough to do shit. And that's Larry. Larry talk all that shit, but he a jive jack from way back. He's as worthless as a cotton sack. Soft ass nigga. And here you see the nine. Oh, here's a Jack of Diamonds in his nine. I didn't even see this. This Jack of Diamonds. You see that in Jupiter? So that tells me with that, when I see a Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter, let me read this. I'm about to go on to the next person. But I want to read your Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter. That tells me usually when you have a Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter, that's like the card of like settlements, or like either a settlement or what do you call those things? When people die, they inheritance, or like a sum of money. The issue with the Jack of Diamonds in that Jupiter is when you get that sum of money is how you gonna handle it. Oftentimes, you gotta really watch when you get sums of money, because you could squander it on bullshit when that Jack of Diamonds is right there. But if you choose wisely with your money, you can also attain great things. Jack of Diamonds is also the card of the writer. And so with me seeing you have a Jack of Diamonds in Jupiter, and that's telling me that you probably have you should probably check your writing ability. You're probably really good at writing. So you have a 4-year-old Jack of Diamonds? Okay, so if you have a child that's a Jack of Diamonds, pay attention to their writing. They probably they have a good skill for writing. And they can write about anything. They can write fiction, nonfiction, whatever they choose to dedicate themselves to. Larry's a Jack of Diamonds, and Larry's jackass wrote a book, and it still ain't came out yet because he's a jive jack, a worthless sack. If that nigga tried to fight me, he get knocked on his back. You dig? So watch out for that. Oh, and also you have a King of Clubs in Mars. That tells me you really about justice. You really about, settling things. And ain't nobody fucking with you. 9 of Diamonds. I see people in the chat room saying that y'all know a 9 of Diamonds person. Don't fuck with them. Oh, you say you have a 4-year-old Jack of Diamonds? Oh yeah. You gotta watch Aries. You got a 4-year-old Jack of Diamonds. Watch out for him when he goes into school. He probably gonna be playing too much. So you gotta make sure you stay on him and get him focused. Cause especially if that Jack of Diamonds, these school systems ain't shit. They don't be teaching these kids nothing. So your Jack of Diamonds is gonna be the one that's gonna be like, man, this is some bullshit. Watch out for that Jack of Diamonds 4-year-old when he gets into school. Okay, so next up, we have 4/01/1984. Oh, you asked, Star asked me what other birthdays correlate. Good question. I start doing that, like tell you guys what birthdays correlate with each card. For Jack of Diamonds, the birthdays for Jack of Diamonds are January 16th, February 14th. There's no coincidence Valentine's Day is a Jack of Diamonds day. May 8th, March 12th, April 10th, June 6th, July 4th, August 2nd. Those are your Jack of Diamonds birthdays. For your 9 of Diamonds birthdays, you're dealing with. That's why I like y'all be asking me these questions, because I like when y'all ask me these questions because it gets me on point. All right, cool. So 9 of Diamonds, your birthdays are January 18th, February 16th, March 14th, April 12th, May 10th, June 8th, July 6th, August 4th, and September 2nd. That's the 9 of Diamonds birthdays. So now we dealing with April. Let me see what birthday we have. April 1st. Nigga, you was born the day my Marvin Gaye died. You bad luck. April 1st, 1984. I wonder. Man, you died. You was born a day. Man, Marvin Gaye lost his life for you to come to this earth, man. Shit. I'd rather have Marvin Gaye. No, I'm just playing. B, Paulie. I'm just fucking with you. Well, we'll see, depending on. Oh, that's the wrong card. Come on, card. Come on. There we go. You was born. Marvin Gaye had to die for your ass to get here. God damn. 7 of Spades. I'm already knowing I'm dealing with somebody who's spiritual. That 7 of Spades. You definitely have a spiritual backbone to you. It's a very mystical number. Your biggest challenge is overcoming yourself as a 7 Spades. You gotta there's nothing out there that can, there's nothing, literally nothing out there as a 7 of Spades that can defeat you. But you sure can defeat yourself if you allow it. You sure can defeat yourself. As a 7 of Spades, Your biggest issue, your biggest challenge is recognizing your power. You're very powerful, but you can get caught up in this illusion that we're in right now. And this illusion can make you think you're less than who you are. You're not. Like, you got to know that. You know, 7 is that card, that 7 of Spades is the card of the resurrection. Meaning you got to resurrect who you really are. And who we really are is that person that we are between the ages of 0 and 7. Before the weight of the world gets on us. That openness. But when shit happens to us, we can let the weight of the world, you know, get us down. You don't want that to happen. Like with Earth and Fire, that's the way of the world. Listen to that song, That's the Way of the World. Earth and Fire gave us a lot of gems in their music. A lot of ways to... Earth and Fire, their music taught us how to navigate through this thing we call life. It wasn't just a rhythm. It wasn't just a beat. It was life-giving music. So as a 7 of Spades, I encourage you to listen to that song, That's the Way of the World by Earth and Fire. Matter of fact, listen to that whole album. The Way of the World album is really an album about, even though that the album was technically a soundtrack to a movie, really what it is an album about who you are internally and the gifts that you have in the world. They have a song called It's All About Love. And that song is really a talk about, it's all about the internal love within you. So you gotta, listening to some Earth and Fire may be good for you, 7 of Spades. Because they'll help you really get through some of your mental hangups. Because your hangups are all things that you put in front of you, in front of yourself. But you can't minimize internal disruption. You can't minimize internal hangups. That is a real thing. Mind is really all we have. So if your mind ain't right, you're not going to be right. As a 7 of Spades, you generally work quietly and secretly. People don't really see what you're doing. They don't really see where you. 7 of Spades people are the kind of people that you're not going to see what they're doing. You're just going to see the result. But again, you have a very, very, very powerful card. And like as an Aries, a 7 of Spades, you're very dynamic. It's one of the things where it's like, one other thing about the 7 of Spades is it's not the easiest card to read because it's so sick, because it's so highly spiritual on a deeper level. A 7 of Spades person can choose to live their life by their own means. And so, you could do things that other people will say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that, but it works well for you. So that's something that you want to look out for. That worked out? Cool. All right. We got 3 more readings in the Cash App queue. Next up, I have October 21st, followed by March 11th, followed by April 3rd. But before I go, let me tell you the birthdays for the 7 of Spades. The birthdays for the 7 of Spades is January 7th, February 5th, March 3rd, and April 1st. It's only 4 birthdays for that card. And all of them come during the winter and the spring season. So, let me tell you, you got that Jack of Diamonds in Mars. Okay. King of Clubs. Your moon was down deep in okay, you got a 7 of Spades. You got some creator down inside in your moon. Yeah, you got some creativity down there. Somebody who either be a musical skill or something in a creative, using your something creatively using your mind. You have that down deep inside of you. Yeah. And again, when I do a real reading, when I do a full reading for somebody, I read all these cards for you. I'm reading right now. These are just mini readings where I'm just giving you snippets. But in a full reading, I can tell how you communicate here through your Mercury. I can tell your relationship with your feminine aspect of yourself through your Venus. You know, and then because each card in a spread, that's why you have 13 cards. 13 planetary bodies plus the moon. 13 moon cycles. So it's like when I'm doing a card reading, each one of these slots tell a story about who you are. Like when I'm in your Venus, I can see your social life. I can see how you feel about arts and culture. I can see your relationships, how you deal with people in your Venus. When I'm in your Mars card, I can see some things too. And that's how I'm able to help people solve different issues. I could tell your rule, how your goals. What's your drive like? What's your energy like? What's your passion like? When I'm in your Mars cards. When I'm reading your Jupiter cards, that's where I'm reading, where some of your rewards are, where some of the good things that you have, some of your gifts. Your gifts are in your Jupiter, your education, your good fortune, the things that expand, the things that get bigger. That's all in your Jupiter. When I read your Saturn, that's when I'm reading how you deal with people. That's how your justice. That's how your discipline. That's what I'm reading. What are your values? And as a 4 of diamonds in your Saturn, that tells me you have very solid values. You have very stable values. Now, stable and solid it can go both ways. Some people can be stable in their bullshit and they all the way 100 with it, or they can be stable with the positive shit. That's where choice comes into matter. Like you have a certain card that represents a certain thing, but how that card plays out usually depends on your environment, how you were raised, how you see things, how you see life. So this 4 of diamonds in Saturn can it's a very stubborn card. You could be very stubbornly on your square or stubbornly on some bullshit. But let me get to the next reading. We have 10, 21, 1987. Ooh, you got Ace of Clubs. Let me put this Ace of Clubs. Let me put this up on the screen so we can all see the same thing, shall we? Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs. Let me go into that. I know when I'm dealing with the ace, I'm dealing with an ambitious person. Aces are like, aces are the youngest cards, the first cards of the deck, the youngest cards of all suites. So when I'm dealing with aces, I'm dealing with, almost like that childlike perspective. But that childlike perspective goes 2 ways. The person with the childlike perspective, they know that they don't know it all, so they usually go guns a-blazing to learn what they know they don't know. And you learn fast. As an Ace of Clubs, you learn fast. You're very curious. You have a very, very deep need for mental stimulation as an Ace of Clubs. You ain't gonna, you can't deal with the mundane too long. After a while, you got to get some brain food. And you look for the kind of partner when in your romantic relationships. You look for the kind of partner that can, because I'm not sure if this is a male or a female. Oh no, it's a male. So you look for the kind of woman that's gonna tell you a little bit of something. You know what I mean? She can show you a little bit of something. You know, it ain't all just about the big booty. She got to have a little bit along with that too. You know, you know, that's one thing about you. You're somebody who have to you make your money, but one of your biggest things you got to watch out for is greed when it comes to money. Ace of Clubs people, you know, they can make their bread. The Ace of Clubs can also get very greedy. They can be very greedy. Meaning they'll get to the point to where they making that bread and they bread ain't enough. Now they want some of your bread and somebody else's bread. That can also ultimately lead to your downfall. So you want to make sure that when you make your money, you stay within the boundaries of your morals. Don't get greedy for what other people got. That could be very tempting for an Ace of Clubs. And you know, your ambition. You're the kind of person that you can kick emotion to the side in favor of ambition. You can kick emotion to the side real quick. So you have to watch it. You want to make sure that you keep, you know, at least I understand not being emotional towards everything. I get it. But it's one of those things where you want to watch it. You want to watch it. Because Ace of Clubs people will be like, damn how you feel. I'm getting this bag. Yeah. You're also very intelligent and brilliant, you know? And you actually, and as an Ace of Clubs, you have a very good placement of that 3 of Diamonds. Like we're talking about a 3 of Diamonds, that's a card of, you know, getting things right. But within Jupiter, that means you know how to sometimes raise a little hell to get things right. You're not really raising hell to fuck things up and mess them totally off, but you can raise a little bit of hell to get people straight and get people in check. And y'all see, as we've been reading these card spreads, you see oftentimes the 7 of Hearts and the 7 of Diamonds oftentimes come in pairs. That's what we're dealing with. You know, the values of emotions and material things. I'm spitting truth? For sure. Okay, for sure. I'm hitting with this? For sure. Good. I like when I give a reading. I like giving people substantive things that they can use. And I do these readings in public on this show because I want to make it like, I appreciate everybody who books a private reading with me. But I do these like this in public because I want to let y'all know it's not bullshit. I want y'all to see people's genuine reactions in real time when I do these readings. I want y'all to see people's genuine reactions in real time. This isn't something that, you know, I'm just making up here. But as in October 21st, you are Ace. Let me go Ace. Let me go to your birthday. And I'm going to the next person. You're a Libra Ace of Clubs. You're very talented. I'm sure. Let me see. You 1987. That means you turned 30 in 2017. Around that time, a little after that, you had a change in like kind of, I don't know if it was a change in career, but it was a definite change in occupation. You kind of switched up what you did around the age of 30. That's that Mars preparing that five of clubs, that fickle five of clubs, getting you prepared for your Jupiter years, your three of diamonds. You got a lot of success coming up in them three of diamonds years. Yeah, you know how to cater. Yeah, dude, no, as a three, you know, as an October, as a Libra, Ace of Clubs, the cats that know how to say the right thing they need to the ladies. Oh, Kim, you say you're a seven of hearts? Watch out. Seven of hearts, passionate people. That seven of hearts is a card of passion. And if you get on the wrong side of a seven of hearts, you will have hell to pay. Oh, what's up, Netta J in the chat room? It's always good seeing you. Of course, I'm going to answer your question. And then I'm going to get to the next reading. You said what's June 13th? June 13th is four of diamonds. Yesterday was a four of diamonds day. Yesterday was a four of diamonds day. I'm right with that, passion? Yeah. Yeah, four of diamonds is them solid values. Stability is four of diamonds. I appreciate that, Butter Love. Emmanuel Heath, I'm gonna try to get to you. I got like 3 more readings over here to do. But yeah, so for the October 21st Ace of Clubs, hopefully that was on point for you. Let me see. I'm gonna answer a few questions in the chat room that I'm getting to read. You say March 5th. March 5th is a five of spades. The five of spades out lets you know right there spirituality, but you be a little bit fickle with it. June 6th is Jack of Diamonds. Jack of Diamonds be playing them games, boy. I'm pretty sure as a Jack of Diamonds are also. Jack of Diamonds women are usually fairly pretty. I'm not gonna judge. All dudes are ugly to me, so I ain't talking to you niggas. But Jack of Diamonds women are usually fairly pretty, and they stay youthful looking throughout their life. Like you run across a Jack of Diamonds woman, she'll be 60 years old, looking all but 34 and a half. Yeah, you love stability. As a four of diamonds, you gotta have that stability. That is essential to you. All right, now we're going to keep going. I just finished with the next birthday is 3/11/67. 3/11/1967. That's a Queen of Diamonds. Let me put this up on the scoreboard so you guys can see what I'm reading. Again, I like making everything transparent with cardology. I'm not this is a science. This thing is a science. Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds is hella innovative. Like, I'm sure you always have an idea. A Queen of Diamonds is a person that if you run either they can run a company themselves, or if you run a company and you want somebody that's there to help you out, you run a business, you want a good business partner, you want to get a Queen of Diamonds on your side. Because the Queen of Diamonds will walk up in a situation and be like, all right, this needs to change, that needs to change. Ooh, I got this idea. I got that idea. Do this, do that. And you're going to be like, God damn. You know? But as a Queen of Diamonds, well, the challenge is doing whatever it takes for financial security. The Queen of Diamonds is also a card. The one thing as a Queen of Diamonds you got to look out for, a caution for a Queen of Diamonds, is that's another card that'll do. When it comes to a come up, they'll do anything. Queen of Diamonds ain't really got no, if it's about coming up, they'll do whatever it takes. Sometimes you'll see people do some stuff, and you'll be like, when they say penitentiary chances, a Queen of Diamonds will take a penitentiary chance for something that they hold valuable. But they also have very good, strong intuition. The problem is they let their heads get in the way of their intuition. That's another challenge for the Queen. If you listen to your intuition as a Queen of Diamonds, you will have success, but you can get in your head can be very loud. What's going on in your head? Or I say what's going on in your mind. You see that Queen of Spades in the Neptune position? That right there is what tells me that they have they can channel real well. Them Spades are some very mystical spiritual cards. So having that Queen of Spades in Neptune, and Neptune is a planet where we pull things down from the ethers. That's where a lot of our creative guidance comes from, Neptune. And let me tell y'all a quick story. This story may psych some of y'all out. It may be a little bit too much for some of y'all, but the rest of y'all gonna feel me. I didn't know much about cards 2 years ago, right? I didn't know much about a lot of the planets. I had a vague understanding, but I didn't really start getting deep into this stuff until not too long ago. About a little over a year and a half ago. But like 2 years ago, when I did my first mushroom trip, one of my first mushroom trips, I was shrooming, and I just got a vision. It was like, man, I saw the planet Neptune, and it was like, all creativity musically comes from here. And when I was in that trip and I saw it, I was like, all right. I wasn't doubting it, but I was like, all right, all right, cool. But what it did was it made me want to find out more about that mushroom trip. Made me want to find more about planetary astrology and what these planets mean. And so then a little bit later, I get into planetary astrology, because before that I was only into the 12 zodiac signs. I wasn't really into the planets. And what do I read when I get into my planetary astrology? Neptune is the place of inspiration for creativity, specifically music, movies, and things like that. And it just tripped me out, because I was like, damn. The same thing I saw in a mushroom trip before I knew anything about planetary astrology is the same thing I read once I started to understand planetary astrology. Why am I saying that? Things like cardology, what I'm doing right here, people can call it metaphysical, googly gop, or whatever they want to. That's your loss. But at the end of the day, these things are sciences. And if you trust your intuition, if you really trust your inner knowing, you don't need these cards. You don't need astrology. You don't need astronomy. You don't need numerology. These cards are an interpretation to what's already out there in your field, in your auric field, in your esoteric field. These thoughts, these things, these way you're being, you're already living these. And you see when I read these cards, you're already living these cards. the cards just bring out what's already inside of you. It's a way to name and explain what it is. And it was just crazy when I had that trip. I was like, damn, the same thing I saw in a trip was what I ended up reading when I got into the knowledge. I was like, God damn. So I said that to say, when I see that Queen of Spades in Neptune, I'm seeing someone who's really channeled in to vibration. I'm seeing somebody who's really, I just got another cash app from the person that sent me that. You said that's it. I'm exactly on point with this queen. Okay, cool. I'm exactly on point with this Queen of Diamonds. Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing. I be reading. I be reading situations. So I may not be I can read you directly, or I can read somebody you know. If you're trying to figure out what's the deal with me and such. I have a few of those readings this week. All I need is your birthday and their birthday, and I can read y'all dynamic. And I can read what's going on, and I can help you communicate. Because again, I got my book coming out. It's just I submitted it for copyright. I think I'm gonna release it before that's done. But y'all know I got my book coming out, and I will be lighting up the Patreon, and doing classes on the book. Tell it like it is: the art of loving communication. That book is dropping real soon. Because with me with the cards, I like reading relationships. And my book is I can tell you what to do in the cards, what the issue is, but my book is a how-to when it comes to solving your issues through communication. That's what my book is. It's a how-to when it comes to solving issues with relationships. You did? Now, I have another reading. Let's see. If you want to be read, I will take one more cash app, two more cash apps if you want. I ain't gonna do no more 2 readings. So if you want to guarantee that you're read, hit me on the cash app. I'm only gonna do 2 more readings after this. 4/3/1992. All right, cool. Oh, 5 of Spades. 5 of Spades, 5 of Spades, 5 of Spades. Let me put this spread up on the screen so you can see what I'm reading. Here we go. All right, so you 5 of Spades, that's the number of restlessness, and it gets dissatisfaction sometime. Escape, travel. So it tells me you probably either you've made some moves in where you live, or you down to move. You ain't really stuck where you are at any point. Either you've already moved to a different city, state, or made a significant move, or that move is in the works at some point. Very adventurous, like feeling alive. That's the thing about that 5 of Spades. And before I go any further, 5 of Spades, let me give you guys 5 of Spades birthdays. So if your birthday falls in this, you'll know this is partially you. 5 of Spades is, let me pull my calendar up. Let me pull my calendar up. 5 of Spades birthdays are January 9th, February 7th, March 5th, April 3rd, and May 1st. And April 3rd, that's an Aries 5 of Spades, so you make a really good promoter if you wanted to. If you know how to sell. You know how to make, if you wanted to, I'm not sure if you do sales, but if you want to sell something, you can sell it. The 5 of Spades is a person that can sell water to a well. You dig what I'm saying? I don't know how inclined you are spiritually, but if you are inclined spiritually, you can go really far. You can break things down because that 5 is that balancing point. So spiritually, you can see both sides of things. You can see things from multiple points of views. You see, some people, when they get in spirituality, they only see it from their point of view. They only see that one thing and they're rigid about it. So 5 of Spades, you can see it, but you can also see other points of view, and you know how to synthesize spiritual talks. You know how to, you know how to turn spiritual talk into tangible, applicable things here on earth. You're not just here to talk spirituality. You know how to live it. And that's where your power is. Oh, you said a move is in the works? Yep. You also have good taste and good judgment. Like in the things that you buy and the things that you consume, the women that you get, you have good taste in the things that you consume. And you also have pretty good judgment. You're not going to really end up picking up on some chick that's going to ruin your life. You can kind of identify that and make that move when you need to make that move. Also, let me see here. You said it's all this is true. I got two of y'all and y'all saying it's true. Okay, cool. Yeah, you have divine wisdom, and as a 5 of Spades, you should work towards enlightenment. You know what I mean? If you feel like enlightening yourself, if you feel drawn to any practice, go to it and learn it, because you'll learn it and you'll do something with it. It won't just be, you won't just learn things in a vacuum. You'll apply it. Let me see here. You're somebody who, like, I'm looking at that Jack of Hearts in your Mercury. That's a love card. You weren't really, as a young child, you weren't really rebellious. You for the most part knew how to get along with people, and you still know how to get along with people. But you also got that King of Diamonds in Uranus. That's that master business card, but with it being in Uranus, that's telling me spiritually, you can use your psychic, your spiritual ability to bring in tangible earthly results. So again, as a 5 of Spades, you want to make sure that you're working towards whatever spiritual values, whatever spiritual practice you take. You want to make sure that you focus on bringing those things down into the real world, because you can. It's not just some esoteric thing for you. It's applicable information and applicable knowledge and an applicable direction for you to point yourself to. And so, and he said, what's the behavior of a 4? Let's see. Yeah, 5 of Hearts. Them 5, they're very fickle about spirituality, and oftentimes that's why that's their challenge. Because you gotta remember this: behind your greatest challenge is your greatest reward. The fickleness is what stops them from reaching that level. That 5 fickleness can get them on a path, and then one thing go wrong, one thing ain't right, boom, they done with it. That's the issue with that. That's the challenge of a 5. That is the challenge of a 5. You got to work through that challenge. And your transformation here is at 6 of Diamonds. I told you before that 6 of Diamonds is stability. So what that tells me when I read this card as a spread, your transformation, when I see transformation card, that's the person that you're working to. That's what you're working towards to reach your highest possibility. And so that tells me when I see the 6 of diamonds in your transformation, we're in the 6 of diamonds week. The 6 of diamonds is all about solidity and values, being solid. So the growth process, this is where you start. This is where you end. Remember, life is a journey. When I see these cards, like you ever see somebody and you went to high school with and middle school with, high school, middle school, that's Venus. Mercury is elementary to middle school. Venus is middle school to high school, 13 to 26. You ever know someone in these Mercury and Venus years, 0 to 26? You don't see each other in Mars years. You don't see each other those Jupiter years. I mean, or those Mars years, but then you see in those Jupiter years, which the years I'm in right now, your 40s. And they way different than they were back here in those Mercury years. That's because as you live life, you're steadily growing. You're steadily changing. You're growing into new people. You're growing into new things. And you're growing into different seasons in your life. And so sometimes you are really cool with somebody in those real young years. Like this person right here is a Jack of Hearts. That tells me right there that they, for the most part, got along with people. But at the same time, as a Jack of Hearts, I still got to consider that Jack. That Jack of Hearts is also a very immature card. That Jack of Hearts could have also played out as somebody who used to play around too much. You used to play too much. That also could play out. But then now you meet that same person and they're over here in that 2 of Hearts phase of their life. That means they're a little more stable with their emotions. So understand that. Oh, he said it's spooky how I'm hitting on point. Yeah, so that's the thing. All right, I got my 2 more, so we're gonna read these last 2. The next one is 228. And you can book at breakthroughas.org. Don't worry about the price. $175 ain't shit when it comes down to figuring things out. You're gonna spend much more. You're gonna spend a lot more money trying to figure it out than you would if you just got right to the answer. Because if you get right to the answer, you can get right to solving shit. So don't trip on the price. That's how I had to start looking at things. I used to be really penny pinching on certain things. I'll never forget the first reading I got from King Simon about 3 or 4 years ago. Talk about broke, nigga. I was breezoke. Shit. I was working at that last corny ass job I had. They wasn't paying us shit. I was having to drive Uber on weekends to make ends meet. I had to watch every dollar that went out my pocket. But I had that reading with King Simon. And when I had that reading with King Simon, it just opened things up. It was just like, okay. And I started applying the things that was the biggest thing when it comes to the reading. You don't just get read, you apply that's why I provide a recording for all my readings. I don't just read and say goodbye. I say, here's a recording for you to go back and listen to it. Because I started applying when I got my reading, the things that I learned, and I started putting that towards my real life. And since it's been paying way more than what I paid for, I forgot how much my reading was. I think I spent like 100. I think it was like 120 for like 30 minutes. And I was broke, goddammit. Back then, when I saw $120, I was like, shit. That's 5 hours of driving Uber. 6, that's damn. But I did it. And it was worth it. All right, for this reading, we have a 10 of clubs. Ooh, now my next reading is gonna be a relationship question. That's a good question. This is gonna be my last first personal reading, and my next reading is gonna be actual I got asked a relationship question. But anyway, 10 of clubs. 10 of clubs, that's the card of the podcaster, the music producer, the artist. That's the card of talking a lot of shit. If you a 10 of clubs, you could talk that shit. 10 of clubs people, man. I love 10 of clubs people. But when it comes to talking that shit, boy, don't get a 10 of clubs started. Do not get a 10 of clubs started when it comes to talking that shit. They will out shit talk your ass. Don't fuck with a 10 of clubs when it comes. Now, they ain't 10 of clubs ain't trying to fight. No, they don't want to fight you. They don't want to harm you. They just want to talk some shit. That's a card of mental illumination. You know, it's a card of mind fucking too. 10 of clubs like playing mental games with people. And they often win doing it. But you got to watch it because those mental games you play, if you play them for the wrong reasoning, the wrong end, they'll end up screwing you over in return. You got to watch that as a 10 of clubs person. 10 of clubs also gets fixated on things. It's like when there's something that's in your crosshairs to get done, problem that wants to get solved, or person that you want to troll, if you get in a 10 of clubs crosshairs and they get fixated, a 10 of clubs is very fixated, and they gonna fixate on something till it's done. It's also a very knowledgeable card. You feel like 10 of clubs people can sometimes come off as know-it-alls, partially because they know a lot. They do know a lot. They pick up knowledge real easily, real fast. But you don't want to be that know-it-all. Because at the end of the day, you don't know it all. You only know what you know. But you can easily rub people the wrong way with your know-it-all point of view if you're like that. One thing about a 10 of club, sometimes you can, doing one thing for a long period of time can be a little bit tough. That's why when they do focus on doing one thing for a long period of time, they do it well. Because again, like I said before, big challenge means big solution. That cosmic lesson in that 7 of hearts, your lesson in life is that means you got to learn how to control your emotions. That's one of the big lessons as a 10 of hearts, is learning to control your emotions. And with that 3 of diamonds in Pluto, that right there tells me they can cause conflict, but they're not really going I don't want to say they're harmless because they're not harmless, but they talk more shit than what they're willing to do. Not harmless at all, because you definitely could be a threat. But you got to watch out for talking that shit. Don't let talking that shit get in your way too much. Because you have an Ace of Spades reward. That means you have what that tells me is you can. Ace of Spades is the card of the Magi. That's the card of secret societies, the card of hidden knowledge. Very spiritual card. But in order to get those rewards, you got to learn how to control your emotions. Control your emotions. All right. Gotta watch out for that. And as a 10 of clubs, those birthdays are January 30th, February 28th, March 26th, April 24th, May 22nd, June 20th, July 18th, August 16th, September 14th, October 12th, November 10th, and December 8th. So as you can see, some cards have more birthdays than others. But as a Pisces, let me get into you're a Pisces 10 of clubs. So yeah, restlessness is one of those things for you. Gotta be cautious about being unreliable. You want to make sure you are reliable, because being unreliable can be a downside of this card. That's a good card for music, but the thing that can get in your way as a musician is a lack of persistence. Watch out for being carelessness. You're subject to accidents through either daydreaming or being careless. And watch out. You got to really, really, really watch out for laziness. Those are things you got to watch out for. So basically, when you're ambitious, when you're focused, you're going to win. But make sure you check your emotions. Make sure you check those emotions. All right, I've got to cash that portion. It says 3 of diamonds versus, you said 3 of diamonds versus 4 of diamonds. Why do they fight? Let's find out. Let's see the relationship. When I do a relationship, what I do is I take the numerical value of a card and I add those 2 cards together. That's how you find out a relationship between 2 cards. And let me pull out, because I got to go back and get my scale. So when you're dealing with a 3 of diamonds, that's 29. Number 29, 29th card in the deck. 4 of diamonds, 30th card in the deck. 30 plus 29 is 52. 52. I'm sorry, I said 52. 30 plus 29 is 59. You subtract that by 52 because there's 52 cards in the deck. So 59 minus 52 give us 7. The 7th card in the deck is the 7 of hearts. That's why. Ooh, shit. Damn, that was a good question. Do you know people? Do you know a 7 of a 3 of diamond and a 4 of diamond? Let me pull this relationship up on my screen, shall we? So I can break down that relationship. Let me break down. Let's see. A 3 of diamonds is, today's a 3 of diamonds day, right? So I can do. I'll use today as a birthday. Oh wait, let me see. 08, 10. I'll use today as a birthday, and I'm going to put this spread up. Let me see here. Okay. That's 3 of diamonds, right? The question was, why don't 3 of diamonds and 4 of diamonds seem to get on? I don't know why this question was asked. I'm thinking maybe because you know people of these 2 cards. And it's a great question because when I read the composite card for this relationship, it makes complete sense. Because the composite card for this relationship is a 7 of hearts. Now, let me pull up a 7 of hearts for you. And I'm going to break down into detail why. Let me see here. Let me put my calendar up. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's see. 7 of hearts. Okay, September 30th is a 7 of Hearts day. 30. Let's see. 1 second. Because I want y'all to see what I'm reading. All right, cool. Got that 7 of Hearts. Okay. The question was, why don't 3 of Diamonds people get along with 4 of Diamonds people well? Let me tell you why. When you add these two cards up, you get a 7 of Hearts. And a 7 of Hearts is somebody in the chat room earlier, I don't know if she's still in here, is a 7 of Hearts. 7 of Hearts, that's an emotional, ticking time bomb. When I see a relationship, when I'm reading relationships, and I see a 7 of Hearts is the composite card for a relationship, what I see is danger. And it's not as big of an obstacle as, say, a 9 of Hearts. If I see a 9 of Hearts relationship, I'm saying, all right, that's a relationship you got to get out of, because that one's almost guaranteed to fail. A 9 of Hearts relationship can work, but it's so difficult. It's so difficult. You got to have both people who are willing to be 10 toes down all the way for it to work. Well, 7 of Hearts isn't as combustible as 9 of Hearts, but it doesn't have as many, I'll take it back. It doesn't have as many difficulties as a 9 of Hearts relationship, but it's probably more combustible, because them 7s is crazy. Let me give y'all an example. Prince Charles and Princess Diana were a 7 of Hearts relationship. Because one thing I do when I'm studying cardology, I'm going through some of my notes. When I be learning my cards, I'll be studying famous people and people from the past. So when I do in my personal studies, when I'm doing this stuff, when I come to you guys, I can be confident in my findings. But I'm looking through some of my old notes. Prince Charles and Princess Diana, they had a 7 of Hearts relationship. And you saw what happened. They asses broke up. Prince Charles was a 6 of Clubs. Princess Diana was an Ace of Spades. But that led to a 7 of Hearts. 7 of Hearts relationships are relationships that they face a lot of issues. 7 of Hearts is something that the number itself symbolizes challenge. The 7 is a card about overcoming your weaker self and getting into your higher self. And the issue with a lot of people is, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to dynamics between people, most people don't want to deal with themselves. They want to deal with the other person. And if you're dealing with a 3 of Diamonds person, 3 of Diamonds people, look at, like I said, Trump is a 3 of Diamonds. What does Trump always do? He blames everybody else for his problems. And a 4 of Diamonds person, they ain't taking no shit. 3 of Diamonds people like talking shit. 4 of Diamonds people don't take shit at all. At all. 4 of Diamonds people, if you're a 4 of Diamonds or you know somebody that's a 4 of Diamonds, they're like, 4 of Diamonds people are like no nonsense type people. And 3 of Diamonds people, they're with the bullshit. So you get a combination of a 7 of Hearts. That means emotional outbreak. That means a 7 of Heart will fight your ass to the end. Don't fuck with a 7 of Heart. A 7 of Hearts will crip walk on your emotions. A 7 of Hearts will see your emotions and be like, you know what? Fuck your emotions. So when I get that as a combination between two people, I know I'm dealing with people who don't give a fuck about emotions. The 3 of Diamonds also gets hurt real easy. 3 of Diamonds talk a whole lot of shit, but they also the first ones to get hurt. Oh, why'd you do that to me? And the 4 of diamonds don't like being fucked with. So a 4 of diamonds ain't gonna play with you. A 4 of diamonds is gonna come right back at you. You wanna play games with the 4 of diamonds? Boom, here it is. See? Oh, you said those are your sisters, Star? Okay, they don't get along at all? Yeah. This is why they don't get along. One of your sisters is very... I'm on it? All right, for sure. They like that for real? Cool. I like to know when I'm giving y'all something y'all can use. I like to know that. I ain't here to play with y'all. So yeah, know that. When you're dealing with these relationships, 4 of diamonds, the 4 of diamonds do not fuck around. And 3 of diamonds is all about the games. But 3 of diamonds ain't gonna do shit. They will if they forced to. But 3 of diamonds don't start shit to start a fight. They just want to start a verbal fight. They just want some attention and blow off some steam. And the 4 of diamonds cares about their peace way too much for you to come disturbing their peace. So yeah, that's why you have a conflict between your sisters, Star. Their composite relationship is a 7 of hearts. That means fire. Fire. Like when I read I can read families. You give me the name, you give me the birthday to all your families. I'll combine that card and I can tell you exactly how your family gets along. And I can tell you if anything goes wrong, who's gonna be the person that does it. Like I did a reading last week, a relationship reading, and I was able to tell the person, hey, if this relationship lasts or don't last, it's gonna be on you. Because you can tell in the cards who has the most interest in maintaining that relationship. As a matter of fact, Star, just for shits and I was about to be done, but just for shits and giggles, let me get the point of view of, let me see here. You got 3 of diamonds, 4 diamonds. Composite card is a 7 of hearts. Now let me, and Star in the chat room, tell me if I'm right. Tell me, I'm going to do a little extra. I'm going to read a little deeper. I'm going to read the point of view of your sisters. And I'm going to tell you how, I'm about to show you how your sisters view their relationship with one another. And tell me if this makes sense. Let me see their relationship. So we got a 3 of diamonds and a 7 of hearts. So that, let me bear with me now. Bear with me. I got books. I got pencils in my hands. I got paper I'm shuffling through, trying to do my math right. So again, 3 of diamonds. That's the 29th card of the deck. 7 of hearts. 7th card of the deck. 7 plus 29 is 36. So that means your 3 of diamonds sister has a 10 of diamonds viewpoint on the relationship. All right, let me see. What does your 4 of diamonds sister have? They're her point of view. Oh, okay. Jack of diamonds. Star, am I right? Let me tell you this. Your sister, who's the 4 of diamonds, she's the one that starts all the shit. Tell me if I'm right. Is she the one that your sister? That's the 4 of diamonds. Is she the one, like they both have their share of starting shit? But your 4 of diamonds sister, is that the one that's more likely to start the shit? To be with the shits? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong. Yep. She said it. You said, yep, she's the eldest, the shit starter. Yep. Because her point of view on their connection is a jack of diamonds. Told you before, a jack of diamonds. Look at the United States is a jack of diamonds. The jack of diamonds be playing too much. Like, you know, there's like on Friday when it was like, stop playing, we'll be Smokey. The Smokey character was probably a jack of diamonds. Jack of diamonds always playing. Always want to start some shit. Especially in their relationship to a seven of hearts. Them jack of diamonds, boy. And the jack of diamonds can either be a fun. The jack of diamonds goes two ways. They're either going to start shit in a fun way, and they're going to be the biggest jokers, starting shit and having fun through jokes and screwing around and having fun, or they going to start some shit on a dramatic level. And that 10 of diamonds, yeah, that 10 of diamonds is very like that leadership type quality card. But you said the 10 of diamonds is little sister. It ain't no way in hell big sister gonna let little sister lead her to shit. Little sister probably see, because 10 of diamonds is a very blessed card. Like, that's a card of, they're fairly balanced people. Your 10 of diamonds sister can oftentimes see the bullshit. Your 3 of diamonds sister, although your 3 of diamonds sister can start some shit, she could also see, when it comes to the relationship between the two, she can kind of identify and see some of the problems going on in their relationships. And that 4 of diamonds, even though she's more balanced and more stable, she's also more stubborn. And she ain't trying to hear shit. Okay, so I'm right. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, these cards. When I'm reading a family, can't lie to me. That's why I picked up the cards, doing what I do with Breakthrough, my relationship coaching and counseling. Because when I was just doing relationship counseling without the cards, people lie. And they're not lying to be malicious. People lie to save face. They come to you like, when you be doing that counseling, I don't know what's wrong with the other person, man. They be tripping. I want to come to counseling because they be tripping. And I spent my first 3 or 4 months counseling somebody on a wild goose chase, thinking I'm over here giving some solutions, and ain't none of my solutions working, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because the niggas is lying. That's why. But when I learned them cards, now, when you come to me for relationship advice, I know exactly who is fucking over who, and I know exactly what I need to do to help you fix your problem. All right, welcome. You're most definitely welcome. You're right, brother love. It's always the other person. But when I read these cards, I could be like, oh, no. You the one starting the shit, and the other one's responding. Now, what happens is, like in the situation with Star, that 4 of diamonds start the shit. That 10 of diamonds they can explode in return because they got that 10 of diamonds relationship. That the 3 of diamonds person's relationship to the sisterhood is a 3 of diamonds, is a 10 of diamonds. So her being a 3 of diamonds, when that 4 of diamonds person starts some shit because her relationship to her sister is a jack of diamonds, that's what the 4 of diamonds relationship to the sister is a jack of diamonds. That's what lets me know that 4 of diamonds person is the one that be starting the shit. Because jack of diamonds always starting shit. And that 10 of diamonds is value oriented, but it's a 3 of diamonds person. So I mean, her being a 3 of diamonds person, she could explode like a motherfucker. And oftentimes, I'm pretty sure when they were younger, that 3 of diamonds is the one that got in trouble because she was younger, and she kind of got a sometimey attitude anyway. So I'm sure that 3 of diamonds person gets a lot of the blame, and some of the blame they may deserve. But the person starting the shit is that 4 of diamonds, and that 4 of diamonds probably gets away with it more than she should, especially when they were youth. Yeah. You right? You say she always got the whoopings? Yeah. Yep. These cards will let you know who is who and what is what. Somebody asked how long I've been reading for a while. To answer your first question, what's the difference between tarot and cardology? Cardology's been around longer than tarot. Tarot's been around. Tarot came later. We don't know a beginning date to these cards. These cards have always been here. Some people say it came during the age of Atlantis. Some people say it came during the age of the Egyptians and the Kemetic. The age of the Kemetics. When fact is, nobody knows when this shit started. This deck of cards have kind of always been around. I'm sure somewhere in the Vatican, in they libraries deep in the Vatican, they got a book telling you where these cards came from. But none of us out here knows how long these cards have been around. That's how long they've been around. And the reason why they've been around for so long is they've been disguised as games. So when civilizations are conquered and taken over, the first thing the conquering force does generally is take control of the information, take control of the knowledge. As evidenced by, when the Moors were defeated in Spain in 1505, in 1492. In 1505, there was a massive book burning. When the Roman Empire took over the Library of Alexandria in Kemet, they burned down the Library of Alexandria. When the United States came into North America, the United States, first thing the United States did was, gather the information. So that's why a lot of your information on ancient America is hard to find, because a lot of that information is in the library at Harvard University, Columbia University, University of Chicago. That information is in those regions, in those libraries. They monitor the information. So the reason why the cards have been able to last throughout these time is because, hey, we just playing spades. I'm just playing I Declare War. That's all. No. We're playing poker. Forget. Don't worry about it. We're playing poker. We're playing blackjack. Everybody like blackjack, don't ya? So as civilizations have come and gone, the cards have stayed, because the cards on the surface level have always been a game. And cards of the science and the secret science of cards have been held throughout secret societies through millennia, across millennia. None of us know when this shit started. We just know that secret societies throughout time have held on to this information. And the information as of today, cardology as of today, from my understanding, it was something that was held into the dark into the late 1800s. And you really start seeing a lot of these books about cardology start to get written around the 1950s and 60s and 70s. Is when a lot of it started to really come back above board. That's when a lot of your secret societies started re-releasing this information into the public. So, yeah, Woodrow Wilson did write Watch Information. I just got another Cash App. I was done, but this is a very special person that sent me this. So I'm going to read this. I got a birth date of 4/21/1964. Oh, King of Clubs. Like me. Like me. Like me. Like me. I love when I read King of Clubs. But each king of clubs, like all cards, they differ depending on where they are and depending on what sign they're in. Like, I'm a king of clubs, and so is Malcolm X. But Malcolm X is a Taurus king of clubs, and I'm a Gemini king of clubs. So our king of clubs plays out slightly differently. Let's see here. April 21st is on that borderline of Aries, Taurus, king of clubs. So you're dealing with somebody who can sometimes be a selfish know-it-all. That's that Aries and Taurus energy. They got to really watch out from being selfish and domineering. I'm pretty sure when you're not, because this is a card reading for someone that say they're reading a family member. So that family member of yours can sometimes be bullish. Now Taurus is a bull. They got to watch out for being possessive and greedy. That king of clubs and Taurus has to really guard against that. They're natural too. She probably works good with plants and things like out of the ground. She's probably very gifted musically or in painting or in something creative. Either writing, music, something with that creative thing they're really good at. As a king of clubs, you got to watch out for being careless and frivolous. That's me, shit. When you're dealing with the king of clubs, you're dealing with the master teacher. Nobody can break down information better than the king of clubs. So your sister's probably that you're talking about is probably really good at breaking things down, but at the same time, they can sometimes get a little bit too arrogant with it. They gotta watch out with that. But you gotta watch out for another thing is a king of clubs woman. King of clubs is an easier card on men than it is women. The same way a queen of clubs is an easier card on women than it is against men. But you also, you could be as a king of clubs woman, she can be very good at a lot of different things. But that being good at a lot of different things, that also leaves her susceptible to being too scattered to get anything done. I'm pretty sure she's a good mother if she has any children. Makes sacrifices. Whatever sacrifices need to be made. The king of clubs, when they have kids, whatever sacrifices need to be made for them kids, they're going to make those sacrifices. Yeah. So that sound about right? So yeah, you gotta watch it. Watch it for that king of clubs. And again, if y'all ever want to do a reading and you want to know your personality versus someone else's and how to deal with someone else, we could all deal with that in the cards. Yeah. I'm pretty sure your king of clubs friends knows a few other king of clubs. One thing about us king of clubs, we tend to find other king of clubs to be around. But they have to find their spiritualness, their spiritual side. As a king of clubs, you gotta find and get in tune with your spiritual side. You got to. Oh, you said there's beef between you? What's your birthday? Again, tell me your birthday. You don't got to catch up, just in the chat room. Tell me your birthday, and then let me look and see you guys. This will be my last reading because I got to get up out of here. I still want to get to that pull-up. I'm not sure yet because I'm going to the Hollywood Bowl tonight. to see Trombone Shorty. Tonight they're celebrating the music of New Orleans tonight at the Hollywood Bowl. I can't wait for that shit. Oh yeah, you're Queen of Clubs. It's funny because that's funny that relationship is like that, because my brother and my sisters are both Queen of Clubs, and I'm a King of Clubs. And although I'm cool with both, I'm closer to my sister Queen of Clubs than I am my brother Queen of Clubs. My brother Queen of Clubs. We're definitely not beefing right now, but my brother Queen of Clubs has kind of been aloof lately. Let me get you, but I've never read the composite between. I've never even read the composite between my parent and my sister. But let me read the composite between you guys' relationship. That King of Clubs I know was the number 26. Do 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 do. And do 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 do. My grandfather, every time he was cooking, he'd always, y'all know them old people be doing when they doing something. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. King of Clubs is 26. That Queen of Clubs is the number 25. 25 plus 26. I'm going off the top of my head. Let me make sure my calculations. I'm about to go off the top of my head, but I don't want to go off the top of my head. Yeah, the King of Clubs is 26, Queen of Clubs 25. That adds up to the number 51. So that means that you guys have a Queen of Spades relationship. Let me go into that. And with her being a female King of Clubs, I see that I'm already knowing she could try to be a little bit bossy towards you. Yeah, some of y'all conflicts come in. Your sister trying to be a little bit bossy, but you a queen yourself. And in Cardology, kings and queens are equal. There's not one greater than the other. They're both royal. But you a queen, she a king, and when you guys get in y'all bag, that could be a conflict. Because she can sometimes feel like she putting rank over you, and you as a Queen of Clubs, you ain't dealing with nobody putting no rank over you. That sound about right? Especially with, let me see here, and as the Queen of Clubs, and you're the younger sister. So she really be trying to pull rank. You're the younger one, so your Queen of Clubs sister be thinking like, all right, I'm gonna boss you around. And you be like, shit, no you ain't. This is, let me pull up some more information on that Queen of Clubs. Queen of Spades. Okay, I don't read too many Queen of Spades. That's a card of judgment. So you guys got to deal with a lot of judgment in your relationship. Yeah. You guys got to deal with judgment. And the Queen of Spades is also a very, for women, in relationship between women specifically, it's very mean and harsh. So that could be a big conflict when you have two female Queen of Clubs and a Queen and a King of Clubs. Let me look a little deeper into this. Let me look a little deeper into you guys' composite card. Let me see. Let me add that. Queen of Spades is 51. And the King of Clubs is 26. Queen of Spades. So that means the King of Clubs relationship is a... Okay. Okay. And then let me add your Queen of Clubs. Jack of Spades. Jack of Clubs. Okay. So I'm looking at your guys' relationship. And your King of Clubs sister has a Queen of Clubs relationship with you guys' relationship. So that means your sister has a similar point of view on you guys' relationship as you have with life in general. Because she has a Queen of Clubs relationship to you guys' sisterhood. That's telling me that she kind of be watching what you do a little bit too much, and you don't like it. Does she be in your business? Because with her being a King of Clubs and her relationship to your relationship is Queen of Clubs, that means I'm sure she be talking all the goddamn time like she know everything, don't she? Ooh, I can see it. She be yapping and jaw jacking, and you be like, shut up. You be like, if you don't sit your ass down, you my sister, not my motherfucking boss. I'm knowing that's some of your challenges in your relationship. Because she's a King of Clubs and her dynamic with you is a Queen of Clubs. And the Queen of Clubs is also, those is two talking, self-absorbed, I know it all type cards. And so you got two different things coming at you. Yeah, she feels like she's your mother. Like, you ain't my mom. Chill. And your relationship to your sisterhood is a Jack of Clubs. And so you be trolling her. Do you troll your sister? Tell the truth. Especially when you were younger. You be fucking with her like she know it all. And you'll still do some shit to light a match every now and again, like just because you feel like it. Especially if you're in a mood. If you're in a certain mood, all right, yeah, yeah. You know how to get under your sister's skin. And that's why your sister stopped fucking with you. Because I'm pretty sure you know how to get under her skin better than anybody on earth. But she a know-it-all, and if she would stop trying to be a know-it-all, you wouldn't get up under her skin. But since she is a know-it-all, since she's always talking to you about shit that you don't feel like dealing with, talking about, your get back is, all right, I'm going to get up under your motherfucking skin. Yeah. Oh, I just got another Cash App. I'm going to read this one. Nice size Cash App. Hey, if you send me a nice size Cash App like this, you definitely going to get read. Yes, I wanted to get off, but this will make me stay. You are... Yeah. I just got a Cash App for 311. 311. Let me... Queen of Diamonds. You said you love putting her in her place? Yeah, you a jack. You're composite to you guys' relationship. Your point of view in your sisterhood is a jack of clubs, and a jack of clubs is down with the shits. It's like, so I see why you guys can go back and forth. That jack of clubs don't mind playing some games. Like the jack of clubs be like, okay, you want to start some games? All right, cool. Game on then. And I'm sure you can outplay her when it comes to the games. When it comes to the shit, you can outdo her. And that should be pissing her off. So she go right back to trying to big sister you. And you be like, all right. Yeah. You jack of clubs there, yeah. I ain't playing no game. If I see somebody's a jack of clubs, I ain't playing no games with them. I do not have the time of the day to deal with a motherfucking jack of clubs. Cause they are creative, they're quick, and they're down with the shits. All right, this is a Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds. That's that mother card. Authority. Authoritative sometimes, too. Kwame said that's your ex-birthday? That Queen of Diamonds, boy. Let me get the birthdays for the Queen of Diamonds out. And then we're going to go ahead and read the Queen of Diamonds. Birthdays for the Queen of Diamonds: January 15th, February 13th, March 11th, April 9th, May 7th, June 5th, July 5th, August 1st. Those are your birthdays for your Queen of Diamonds. And when we're dealing with a Pisces Queen of Diamonds, which you love music. Love dancing too, probably. And if you wanted to see that music and dancing, you would have been really good at it. Very universally minded. You also, as a Queen of Diamonds, you willing to serve without pay. Like, one thing you got to watch out for is like you willing to put in whatever work needs to get put in to service whatever agenda you feel needs serviced. But you can serve so much you'll do it without pay. So you got to watch out for burnout, because sometimes the Queen of Diamonds will get used by people. People will see you're just a dedicated person to a certain service, and people who are manipulators will try to manipulate that. That's why if I see a Queen of Diamonds in a church environment, usually that sister you see in church, that's part of the bereavement committee. She part of the cleanup committee. She on the joy greeter board, and she at church 5 days a week, ain't getting paid a dime. Oftentimes you'll see a queen of diamonds in that position. You said that's you? Oh, damn it, I didn't want to disappear. There we go. I better read the comments, that's all. So you gotta watch out. Yeah, nurses. Queen of Diamonds is a nurse card. Nurses are really the ones that hold it down in the hospital. The doctors just come through, prescribe some shit, and go about their merry way. It's really the nurse that be holding shit down. Another thing about the Queen of Diamonds, I'm pretty sure you don't even get credit for your work. That's nothing. The Queen of Diamonds is you so on your work, you so on the task that needs to be handled. You're so focused on that task, you don't really look at the credit, and you oftentimes get overlooked for the credit. Again, a very innovative card. The Queen of Diamonds is a card, because if you're somebody who runs a business, you want that Queen of Diamonds by your side. But you want to make sure that you give her credit. You give them credit. Because nobody wants to do something, even though they may not ask for credit, even though they may not seek credit, everyone wants some kind of recognition for what they put in. Everybody wants that. So if you're an employer and you're working with a Queen of Diamonds, make sure you give that Queen of Diamonds recognition, because they're bringing in things more valuable than what you can ever pay for. With that 5 of Diamonds in Uranus, that's telling me that there could be a lot of financial ups and downs as a Queen of Diamonds. And part of that financial up and down is, being so committed to your work and what you do, you don't really look at the money. And you and that big heart of yours not looking at the money can oftentimes hurt your personal finances. So you got to find ways to do what you do, but still be okay with collecting your money. It's like you like the finer things in life, but you oftentimes stress over it because the money flow can come in and out. You're a very good business person. You got the ideas. The problem is your willingness to be so focused on the work, you can sometimes forget the tangible reward for the work that you put in. And that 9 of Diamonds that you have in your reward, that's telling me that when you get rewarded, when you get broken off, you share it. You ain't one of the people who gonna get something and then be like, "This all mine." Nah, you don't mind sharing out. You're not gonna be used, but you will share what you get. You're not tripping on sharing at all. That 3 of Diamonds, that 3 of Clubs in Venus. See, I like that 3 of Clubs facing in Venus, because the 3 of Clubs is a card of war, but since it's in Venus, that means you'd rather make love than make war. That means you'd rather make peace than make war. But it's there if somebody wants to go there, you have it in you, but you prefer resolving conflicts through a peaceful means. And that 3 of Spades lets me know that you can use your mental mastery to resolve conflict. The 3 of Spades and your Mars, that's telling me that you can beat people psychically. You can play some mental gymnastics on people and they won't know what hit them. They will not know what hit them. So, yeah. So hopefully that helped. And again, you can book your sessions at breakthroughas.org. I have my different tiers. You can see right here. You would go, you hit make an appointment. That'll take you here. You see this, and then you see book now. And we can get it in. We can get into deep details. If you think you're going to need multiple sessions, we can do that at a discounted rate. We can read the 7-week current cycle. We can cover a short, targeted, specific question you may have. We do all that. You do all that. We do all that. So I encourage you to book your appointment now. Oh, and I got some reviews. Y'all see, you can book here, but my readings, look, they on point. That's what y'all say. So at the end of the day, it's worth it. You want to get to the bottom of some things? Let me know. Oh, you said spot on? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, I do have multi-session at a discounted rate. And you can use those sessions whenever you're ready. They could be 3 in a row. You can spread them out across 3 or 4 months. You can spread them out across a few weeks. All right. But I'm about to get up out of here. I still want to make it to that Power 106 pull-up. I don't know if I'm able to make it now. I got my Hollywood Bowl show tonight. But anyway, 6 of Diamonds week, a week of karmic justice, a week of get back, a week of righting wrongs. So if your karma's been in a good place, expect some good things to come your way this week. If you've been bullshitting, well, expect to have to deal with that too. You dig what I'm saying? All right? So I want you guys to remember this. There are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages. For those who are willing to pick up the game, I thank y'all for listening to me. Me and Dr. Randy Short, I think we're going to be on tomorrow morning. Dr. Randy Short and I, we're going to break down the great Lamont Dozier and his impact on music and what he's brought to us and how we need to reverence him and thank him. So we're going to have that with Dr. Randy Short tomorrow. Thank y'all again for kicking it with me. Y'all have a good one.